Good day, Sir Bravo. I am John Robert B. Dituya from BS Ed English 2B, and I am going to discuss about the Bloom's taxonomy, which comprises of 6 components, which are remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and creating. So, before I discuss, I want to inform you that the questions revolve around values. Okay, so let's start the discussion. So, remembering, what is integrity? So, we all know that integrity is being honest without thinking too hard. So, this question is about recalling basic facts or definitions, very self explanatory. The goal is to test whether the students can retrieve knowledge that has been learned, which is a fundamental aspect of this component. So, at this level, this is purely about recalling information without needing to understand or interpret the information. So, it's like a simple retrieval of previously learned data or acquired data. So, for the second component, we have understanding. So, understanding is the ability to grasp the meaning of information and explain it. It moves beyond just recalling facts to actually making sense of them. Yeah, it's like explaining explaining honesty. Why is practicing honesty important in everyday interactions? This question asks the students to explain ideas or concepts. Um, Understanding involves grasping the meaning of information and being able to explain why something is important, as seen here in the question. So, next we have applying. Applying involves using knowledge in a new situation. It's like using your knowledge in in real life situations. It requires students to transfer what they have learned to solve, yeah, real world situations. It's like this in this question, you found a wallet on the sidewalk with cash and an ID inside. What should you do to the wallet? So it's like applying your knowledge of honesty in real life situations, because this often happens today and nowadays. Yeah, this happens all the time. This question requires students to apply their understanding of integrity and honesty to decide how to act in this scenario. Yeah, it's like putting theory into practice. So next, we have analyzing. So analyzing requires students to break down information into parts and examine how these parts relate to each other. It involves a deeper level of understanding, as students have to identify patterns, relationships, and structures. So, for the question, you notice that a friend frequently cancels plans at the last minute, affecting your trust in their commitment. How should you analyze this behavior in relation to the value of reliability? Magna fits, yeah, because it involves breaking mga information into parts and understanding the relationships between them. It's like Marshall sees a situation like the friend canceling plans and interpret the behavior by analyzing the possible reasons. Yeah. So next we have here evaluating. So evaluating, it involves making judgments based on criteria and standards. And at this level, students are asked to justify decisions or opinions by assessing the validity of something. So, In this question, why is it important to assess the impact of a new health and wellness routine on both physical and emotional well-being? Now, it's here because in this type of question, it is about making judgments based on based on a routine by weighing its impacts on physical and emotional health, which involves kind of judgment and decision-making skills. Yeah, yeah. It requires kind of judgments and justify them. Yeah. So for the last component of the Bloom's taxonomy, we have here the creating. So creating is the highest level of the Bloom's taxonomy and involves putting elements together to form like a new thing, or yeah, coming up with something new, or to form a coherent whole. And this question, like, your friend wants to collaborate on a project, how would you create a set of guiding values to ensure the project is successful and maintains trust? So this question asks students to generate a set of values which involves synthesizing knowledge, problem solving, and creative thinking. So like, students must integrate their knowledge of kind of creating new set of guidelines. Yeah, it's like generating new ideas or products. So each level in the Bloom's taxonomy builds upon the previous one. Like every time ay kung magkaanam siya taas, magkalisod siya. Yeah, increasing in complexity and requiring more advanced thinking. So let us summarize the discussion. The Bloom's taxonomy has 6 components. It's like the hierarchy of cognitive complexity. You have here remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and creating. Remembering is the foundation of knowledge. Yeah, foundation where knowledge is acquired and retrieved. It's like recalling basic information. Understanding, it's like explaining concepts. It's like it moves beyond basic recalling to comprehend the information. Next, the applying, it's using knowledge in new contexts. Like takes the understanding of knowledge and puts it to use in real life situations. Next, we have analyzing, where it breaks down and interprets the relationships between concepts. Yeah, examining parts. Yeah. Next, we have evaluating, which judges based on criteria involving critical thinking, decision making skills. And lastly, we have creating, which produces is the highest order of thinking, where new ideas are, are produced and generated based on a deep understanding of concepts, and where you produce new or original ideas. In essence, like as you move up in the Bloom's taxonomy, tasks become more complex and require deeper understanding. Yeah. So once again, my name is John Robert Dituya from BSED English 1B. Continue learning. That's all I can say. Thank you.